uh, um, I love the parents. They were like mom and papa. They were taking care of us. I love them, but they were just trusting on doctors. They were just trusting on information coming from the mainstream society. So, and doctors in that time, they were even recommending smoking.
So my name is Christin, and I think that names are somehow shaping us because they have also an intention, the way we say the name or the way the name sounds. But also I like the way that I have two names. So in the first part of my life I was more choosing the first name, and now I choose more the second name. So I like this way, the opportunity to change and see if this makes something with me and change also my personality or my habits. So
my name is Alex. It's very simple. I just decided to keep it like that because it's simple and easy for people to say it. My given names when I was born are more complicated, like from South America. So, and they were the names of the grandparents. And I just decided to somehow to start again to choose the way I want to be named, or just to make it simple. And for me it's important to recognize a new beginning in my life, and when I'm deciding who I want to be more than what the parents decided for me, and somehow that's what I want to do with the name. You're right, that's true.
Okay. So we are traveling around the world. We're living around the world now with a baby, with a small family, and we do different activities. Most of it is to share messages, positive messages. So we are active in the fields of animal protection, animal rights and human rights we want to defend. And we do it mainly with music, so sharing music with street arts. Yeah, mainly it's about, we are not seeing us as more as instruments, not we quit this lifestyle of possessing, like collecting many possessings and wanting to achieve a house or like mainly material things. So for us, more spiritual values are important. Yeah, so this is an adventurous lifestyle in this way, moving, especially also with the baby, and it's definitely possible. And we love this way to be free, to be able to choose where we go and with who we share.
We say that her mission in life is to paint smiles on people's faces, because wherever she's coming, she's just people are like very excited or happy about the baby, and they want to they change even when they are serious and they see the baby, they start to smile, they start to make faces, happy faces with her. So it's to travel with her. It's like it's showing us also how somehow how easy is and simple is to be happy in this life. She's reminding us simple things. She can be happy just playing with a small book or just a box. She doesn't need fancy things or expensive things. And that's the way we are as human beings. She's reminding us traveling with her it's not easy all the time, because it's like life. Life is not easy, but it's beautiful. It's to share this just traveling with her?
I was growing up in an alternative family already, so I had an alternative education, alternative kindergarten in this way. So the parents, they were already aware about some things. We had like organic food at home, and I was with a brother living there, and had I remember it as a beautiful time to grow up. We changed one time from the city to the village, so even this was better, like living from the first in a bigger city and then in the village was a nice time to grow up with all the nature around and fields, and we could go out and play, and we loved it. And also, like, I remember, because I'm talking about school in general, but I also remember school time as was a nice time for me in general. So because we did a lot of arts and gardening and music, so it was already alternative education. And I had also after school, I started to travel for 9 months, backpacking also. So I had these ideas, which I have now in my mind, already coming from this path. So even when I say I had a change in my life in this way of quitting a job or coming back to traveling, I was already thinking about it before, and I had already some ideas during this time from the childhood or later as a young person. And what brought me to try. I wanted to see how it is to work a little bit in this society, or how to see how it is to be like independent and having a salary, or knowing how it is to be an architect, as I was working as an architect before. So I was just curious about this lifestyle, because of course I knew there are many options, and I was going for this option to see how it is. And I knew most probably I'm not going to feel so satisfied, most probably, but still I wanted to see how it is to know about it. And yeah, so this is like my path for now. And then also Alex, he inspired me a lot for this lifestyle of traveling again. So I was happy to meet him and get some information and inspiration from him to come back to this way of living together.
Yeah. Well, my childhood was very traditional. It was very I was born in South America, so my childhood was there in South America, and there is like a very mostly, generally, it's a very traditional education with the religion and the Christian and Catholic religion. Mama, she was English teacher and a religious teacher also, so I was growing up teaching or learning English and this religion. So I think that some situations in my childhood were like shocking, like this, especially these situations with the animals, and to play with them, to play with them like a child, and after that look at them like being killed in front of me, and the blood and all the screams of the animals. And I think that in that moment, I as a child, I lost the empathy just in that way, because it was supposed to be convenient. They were just telling me that it was supposed to be necessary to do that. I love the parents. They were like mom and papa. They were taking care of us. I love them, but they were just trusting on doctors. They were just trusting on information coming from the mainstream society. So, and doctors in that time, they were even recommending smoking. So they were not recommending healthy things. I just remember being sick was like very. That's something that I don't want to come back to from my childhood. I don't want to be sick again. Yeah, we consider spirituality was somehow before religions. People created religions. Spirituality was there before, and the religions were created based on spiritual values. So we prefer to come to the source, to the spiritual values as honesty, respect, and the love for life in general. To love and respect life in general. Those spiritual values are the constant in our lives. As much as we can, as much as it's possible for us to live with those values every day.
Share the seeds of happiness, share the seeds of peace, share the seeds of freedom, share the seeds of love, share the seeds of happiness, share the seeds of peace, share the seeds of freedom, share the seeds of love. Share the seeds of